Hello everybody, welcome to the Allstar Offline Racing Series. Getting ready for the Cup race here at Martinsville, race number 9. Going to start qualifying and then we will go over the points and all that. And points are somewhat close for the top 5 drivers. We saw last night at Martinsville a pretty calm truck race. And then the ending, of course, was a shock. And it was a kind of dramatic finish. So hopefully we have another finish like that tonight. But tonight we have 200 laps. Last night 125. We didn't see more than one crash. We just saw one crash, and the other cautions were either the stage cautions or the mechanical failure. And actually, the driver that qualified second so far, Logan York, he was the mechanical failure last night. Had issues with the gearbox, and well, he fell off of second place. See where he... Wow, Logan York, pole position here at Martinsville. Matt Riddle, second. And Matt Riddle is the points leader. Callie Hancock, third. Fourth, Stephen Pollard. Fifth, Alvin Jones. Callie Hancock, she's sixth place in points, so starting third, that's pretty good for her. Logan York trying to get redemption over last night's race. Retired from the race very early on, and now he grabs his first pole this season. Cool to see that driver up near the front. Race number 9 next week, Talladega. That is the halfway point for the Cup Series. Race 10 out of 20. Today at Martinsville, will we have a pretty calm race, or will we have a wreck fest like we normally see in the Cup Series? We've got one more minute, and we will begin this race. Talked about some changes that are going to be happening here in probably season number 3. We don't know what they all are yet, but we will definitely keep you guys updated. So, Logan York on the front row. Second place is the 13 of Matt Riddle, the points leader entering this race. You have the 17 of Callie Hancock starting third. She is sixth in points. The 24, Stephen Pollard, the third, right beside her. You got the 37 of Alvin Jones, the 31, Lindsey Hancock. The 36 of Jacob Britt, the 51, Jeremiah Dwayne. He had a pretty good run yesterday in the truck race. 38 of Axel Zera, the 95 of Tavis Haken. Finished second in the Cup race at Martinsville. The 2 of Sam Oskin, the 6 of Logan Gentry. The 52, Robert Pollard. The 54, Evan McCollum. The 19, Dylan Eberheimen. Dylan was one of the best trucks last night. Couldn't quite get it done, though. The 42 of Hunter Blade. He got the pole yesterday, but he fell back around mid-pack. The 34 of Bruce Zero. The 88, Muhammad Abdullah. We've got the 62 of John Book. 20 of Yale Carrillo, the 96 Damian Singletary, the 12 of April Pryor, got the 43 Benjamin Wallace, the 8 of Ron Jackson, 22 of Nancy Pryor, the 00 of Alex Alves, the 1 Laura Lee Wiebe, the 11 Alejandro Rodriguez, the 81 Skylar Rocha, the 10 of Pablo West, the 14 Cody Rhodes, the 4 of Zach Cronin, the 41 of Tyrell Resner, the 21 Sahara Rocha, the 9 Brendan Hancock. Got the 77 Steve Pollard, the 18 Bean Wiebe, Tim Hoffman, the 3, the 48 Ryan Benjamin, and the 32 of Austin Johnson. That is the starting lineup Logan York going to lead the field to the green flag here at Martinsville. We are underway. Race number 9 of the 20 race season. Matt Riddle way up high. He's going to be 3 wide out of turn number 2. Stephen Pollard trying to get a position there. Callie Hancock, she moves up to second. Here comes the 37 of Alvin Jones. They're still 3 wide back here. A lot of racing happening already. Oh, caution's already out. Oh, the 1, Laura Lee Wiebe, the 77 of Steve Pollard. He's stopped on the track. 22, Nancy Pryor's on pit road. So, caution flag out early. You see the skid marks there, so happened entering turn 3. Already a caution. Let's go and show you what happened. And Laura Lee Wiebe, unfortunate for her. Laura Lee was kind of mid-pack. Looked like, oh, she got turned by Alex Alves, it looked like. There was a huge, almost a huge mess there. Ron Jackson, he was kind of caught up in that. So 3 wide off of turn 2. The 22 Nancy Pryor came down pit road. I think everyone kind of checked up, and Alex just spins Laura Lee out. Luckily, she didn't get too much damage. You see, and then on the right side of the screen, the 77, Steve Pollard, it's like he got stuck. Steve is back out on the track. I think he's a lap down. Yeah, he is 1 lap down now. Nancy Pryor, the 22, is back out. She's on the lead lap. So already a lot of stuff happening here early. Logan York out front. Callie Hancock second. Third, Alvin Jones. Fourth, Stephen Pollard the third. And fifth is Matt Riddle. Matt started second, and he has fallen back to fifth. But a single file restart, that should allow the faster cars to get by the slower cars, possibly. We do have 1 car a lap down, so this could possibly change the race lead. And I don't know if Callie Hancock's going to be able to get the lead unless she doesn't have a good run. She might be able to get underneath Logan. If not her, it's going to be Alvin Jones. I would say one of those 2 drivers is probably going to be the race leader once we get back to green. Laura Lee Wiebe, the number 1. She does have some damage on her car on the left side. You see right there. Like I said before, we are using the hard walls. So if we have a crash on the front stretch or back stretch, or in the turns, if it's hard enough, it will definitely cause a lot of damage. So pace lights off on the pace car. We're going to be going back to green. Logan York is the race leader. And I think the 77 is coming somewhere. Oh, he's way back there. I don't know. He actually might not make it up to the leaders. So it is going to just be a single file restart then for Logan York. That's good for him. He should be able to hold on to the lead. Green flag back in the air here at Martinsville. Callie Hancock got a great start, but she is going to slip up the track a little bit. Alvin Jones now going to try to get past her. He is on the inside. He's going to try to make something happen. Callie shuts the door for now. Back here, Matt Riddle trying to gain some positions, trying to get past Stephen Pollard. Top 3 cars have pulled away slightly. Still battling for 4th. Stephen Pollard now on the outside. He is going to fall back a little bit. Matt Riddle should be able to clear Stephen. Jacob Britt's also trying to get a position. Alvin Jones running in 3rd. Right now, Logan York is starting to pull away just a little bit. Alvin really high up the track. He is going to lose some momentum. Logan York would love to finish this race in 1st and have a good run. There's a long way to go, though. Got to try and figure out how to keep your car up to the at the front of the field. See, Nancy Pryor really kind of slow. She's off the pace. Ron Jackson, he's got damage to the right side of his car. Single file back here. Ryan Benjamin, 48. He is trying to work his way up towards the front. He has a long way to go. He is second in the points. 3 cars a lap down. Tyra Resner and Nancy Pryor went a lap down. That's weird. Ryan Benjamin in 34th. Laura Lee Weeby's 35th after her little incident. The 18 of Bean Weeby moving up to 30th. Here comes Skylar Rocha, though, and Sahara Rocha. Going to try to get past Bean. Brendan Hancock, Cody Rhodes battling. Zach Cronin way up the track. Oh, look at the 77, Steve Pollard. I think he was into the wall. Maybe not. He doesn't have damage, but he is on the outside. Alejandro Rodriguez going to tap him, but they don't wreck. They keep going. Pablo West, though, able to get past Alejandro for position. Up front here, Yel Carrillo trying to get past the 62 of John Book. Bruiser right in front of John. Bruiser, that number 34. He is running in 18th place right now. 42 of Thunderblade trying to work his way towards the front. He's in 16th place right now. Got the pole last night. Led a good bit of the race. And he got a lot of stage points. Top 3 drivers you see have broken away from 4th place. Matt Riddle. So Logan York leading this race early here at Martinsville. Callie Hancock, Alvin Jones right behind him. They're trying to close in. Right in front of, about a straightaway away is the 22 Nancy Pryor. She is starting to make her way back up to these cars. I don't think she is off the pace. I think she came down pit road, same with Tyrell Resner, and they just merged onto the track at the end of the field. Both of them are a lap down. So, if we go green for a while and Logan catches them, they will be 2 laps down, and that's not good. Not here at Martinsville. See Laura Lee getting past Sahara Rocha. She's trying to work her way up to the front after being involved in the first crash. Bean VB was passed by Skyler. He's trying to get past Skyler now. Ted Pablo West working on April Pryor. It is pretty much like a very long freight train here. Everybody just running nose to tail, single file. But when these leaders catch those lap cars and the tail end of the lead lap, it is going to get exciting. Top 3 drivers having decent seasons, except for that 53 of Logan York. Obviously, right now, Logan is leading the race, but he has not really not had a great season. Logan's in 16th right now in points, so leading this race, getting bonus points as well. Really good for him, especially since some of the other drivers like Bruce Zero, John Book, who else? Laura Lee Weeby, both of the Roaches, they're pretty far back in the field, and they actually, in the next 20 or 30 laps, could probably go a lap down if we stay green. Alvin Jones is in 13th in points. He's running in 3rd. Callie Hancock 6th in points. Both of those drivers having pretty good seasons in both the Cup and the Truck Series. Callie won last week at Charlotte in the Truck Series. Here she's running in 2nd in the Cup Series. So she's doing pretty good. Alvin Jones, he took this ride from his brother. He ended up winning at Michigan. So Alvin has definitely been shining. Alvin is also in the ARCA series. He has a very busy schedule. Well, the tail end of the lead lap drivers, they are exiting turn 4. Logan York is entering turn 3. It is going to get wild here very soon. Logan's starting to pull away a little bit from Callie Hancock. That 53 is pretty quick so far early on. If this race goes green, we will have green flag pit stops in, I would say, about 100 laps, I guess. Actually, no, we won't have green flag pit stops. If we get to the halfway mark without a caution, we have to throw the caution flag. Or no, we don't, I'm sorry. We already had a caution. The general rule for this Cup Series is if we don't have a caution by the halfway point, we throw the caution out. I forgot we had the caution on lap 2, so if we get to the halfway point without a caution, they're still going to stay green, and then pit stops could become a thing as well, and that could really shake this race up. Austin Johnson, the 32, he has damage on the right side of his car. Looks like he has quite a bit, actually. He hit the wall pretty hard at some point. Same with Ron Jackson. Sarah Roach got past Bean Weeby. Laura Lee, though, got past both of those drivers. Laura Lee is in 30th position. They're still very far back. Bruiser and John Book battling with each other. But really, right now, there's not too many battles going on. We're just kind of waiting for the leaders to catch the tail end of the lead lap cars, and from there it could be an exciting race, even more exciting. Top 3 drivers have about a 3.5 second gap between them and 4th place of Matt Riddle, the points leader. Sam Oskin, the 2, he's moved into 10th place a couple laps ago. Alvin Jones continues to try to get past Callie Hancock. He's been right on her back bumper, has not been able to make the pass. Goes up high, see if he can get a nice little run off the turn, but not yet. So we're nearing the 1/4 mark already in this race. We've had one caution. That was 32 laps ago. Nobody came down pit road. It was very early on in the race. Everybody does have to make a pit stop still. And if this race goes green, this is going to definitely pay dividends to these 3 drivers. Almost 4 seconds ahead of 4th place. Now, even if they would have a bad pit stop, they'd still be fairly high in the standings. Watching on this view, waiting for the leaders to catch the tail end of the lead lap. That should be happening here in about 10 laps, I would say. We'll go through the field and see if there's anything happening. Looks like everybody's still pretty much in their same positions they were in. Everybody's single file, just riding around and logging laps. Bruiser passing John Book for position. But that is what looks like to be the only battle on the track right now. It is. So we'll go back up to this view. Skylar Roach just got passed by Ryan Benjamin. Ryan Benjamin, 2nd place in points. He needs to hurry up. He only has, 6 or 7 cars between him and the leader. And the leaders are right there. You see now the gap between last in line and Logan York. Soon we are going to be able to see who is better off in lap traffic. The 53, the 17, or the 37? Or will it be somebody else? Will these 3 drivers get stuck and not be able to pass anybody? If so, they're going to have probably about a 5-second gap between them and Matt Riddle. About 4.5 seconds right now. Logan York has led the first 41 laps in this race. Qualified on the pole. This is the same trend we saw yesterday in a truck race. Hunter Blade started first, led about the first 40 or so laps. Caution came out. They all came down pit road, and on the restart there was a lot of lap cars. He got shuffled to the back. See the gap between them and 4th place. Matt Riddle all the way back here, still on the back stretch. Again, we'll go through and just see if there's any battles happening. It does not look like there's anything happening right now. There's a couple here. John Book getting right past the 34 Bruzzero again. 19 Dylan Eberheim way up the track. Thought Bruce was going to make it 3 wide, but he wisely let off. Doesn't want to push the issue yet. They have a lot of cars between them and the leader. On both ends, that is. So you don't really want to push the issue yet. Not until that leader gets really close to you and starts putting a lot of cars a lap down. Then you want to be a little more cautious. But right now, Logan still has not caught up to the tail end of the field. Top 3 drivers staying about the same length away from each other. This Daytona 500 winner, Muhammad Abdullah, the 88, passing the 51, Jeremiah Dwayne. Jeremiah is now back to 12th place, or actually 13th place. Muhammad Abdullah up to 12th. John Book trying to march his way to the front. He has gotten past Dylan Eberheim now, and now he's going to get past the 52, Robert Pollard. He made that pass look very easy. Here comes the 34 Bruzzero. Maybe not. Back here, the 77 Steve Pollard. Trying to work his way towards technically the leader, I guess. Trying to get one of his laps back. Or I think he is only 1 lap down yet. Trying to get 1 lap back. Back here, they're starting to race more aggressively. They know the leaders are coming. Sahara Rocha trying to get past Zach Cronin. Laura Lee Wiebe stuck on the outside. Here comes the 18 of Bean Wiebe and the 48 Ryan Benjamin. Yeah, they don't really have too much of a cushion between them and the leader. And Skylar Rocha now going to get past Ryan Benjamin. The more that these drivers battle, though, the further back they're going to be. They need to try to get to the front. Try to start passing some more cars. Bean Wiebe getting past Zach Cronin. Laura Lee is still on the outside. Skylar underneath of her now. Now, Ryan Benjamin and Ron Jackson are going to try to work their way up past these cars. They didn't get a good run off the turn, so they're going to be single file for now. See Logan York barely creeping into the screen. The 32 Austin Johnson is the last car on the lead lap. Trying to get past Tyrell Resner. Tyrell's already a lap down. There is the race leader. Watch the gap. There's the final car in line, and there is the leader. So, and then 4th place is all the way back here. But as these drivers in front of the leaders are battling side by side, it's going to allow these leaders to catch up pretty quick. Logan York, Callie Hancock, Alvin Jones, the top three, they have stayed the same since the start of this race. And they've all stayed about the same gap from each other. They have not really been able to make a move on Logan York yet. Although these three drivers have pulled away from everybody, they have the fastest cars on the track right now. 6 seconds ahead of Matt Riddle, who is in 4th place. Tim Hoffman on the outside, getting passed by Tyrell Resner. Logan York is there. So now it's going to become interesting. Is Logan good enough to get past these lap cars? Or will Callie or Alvin make it past him and start passing cars? Tim Hoffman, the 3, going to be a lap down here in a few laps. He has not been able to get past Tyrell Resner or anybody else. He has fallen back a good bit. Ryan Benjamin 2nd in points. He is still trying to catch the 81 of Skylar Rocha. He only has 5 cars between him and Logan York before he goes a lap down. And that is 2nd in points we're talking about. Look at this. Alvin Jones had a great run on Callie Hancock, but he cannot make it stick. Alvin going to go way up the track, and Alvin is going to lose a little bit of ground. Now Callie Hancock is starting to close in on Logan just a little bit. Alvin Jones, he lost a lot of time. Callie Hancock running about the same lap times as Logan York. Now the leaders are here, so what do? Do they just start moving cars out of the way? All these lap cars, or cars that are on the tail end of the lead lap, they are all single file. Now, they were side by side quite a bit earlier. The 77 to 22 and the 41 are all 1 lap down. And they are in the back of this pack, so they could be going a 2nd lap down. Tyrell Resner right in front of Tim Hoffman. He is in danger of going 2 laps down. You get 2 laps down at this point of the race, and you basically don't have a shot at winning this race at all. 1 lap down, you can do it if we have restarts later in the race. You can get your lap back and then start working your way towards the front, but we haven't had a caution since lap 2. So 53 is still trying to get past Tim Hoffman. Matt Riddle has been staying around 6.5 seconds back. Matt Riddle running about the same lap time as Logan York. Look at this. Tim Hoffman up the track. Logan going to go down low. He's going to get past Tim Hoffman. Going to try to, at least. So Logan York starting to put cars a lap down. Look at this battle for 2nd. Alvin almost got past Callie Hancock. She went way up the track, but he could not clear the pass. So Logan going to start lapping cars. Tyrell Resner now has to fight. Stay 1 lap down. 22 of Nancy Pryor as well. She is a lap down already. Nancy on the outside. She is going to fall back. The 1 of Laura Lee Wiebe on the outside as well. She's falling back. Callie Hancock gets past Tim Hoffman, but she will lose about a half of a second over Logan. Alvin Jones now trying to get past Tim Hoffman. So far, so good. Austin Johnson way up the track. These cars now starting to battle a little more aggressively with each other. Matt Riddle continues to run about the same lap as Logan York. Logan York now underneath the 22, Nancy Pryor. He is going to put her 2 laps down and just about eliminating her from the possibility of winning this race. Callie Hancock in second. She is right there. Cannot get past Nancy yet. Oh, Callie going to go way up the track. And look at Alvin Jones. 3 wide off of turn number 2. Tim Hoffman let off a little bit, letting these cars battle with each other. Alvin Jones now has the preferred line. He is going to take second place away from Callie Hancock. Callie falling back to third. But only 1 car behind her, so it's not like she's going to lose any more positions, but she did lose a lot of time. Same with Alvin Jones on making that pass. He's going to lose some time. Nancy Pryor 2 laps down. Tyra Resner is about to go 2 laps down as well. Nancy Pryor running in 9th in points before this race. Right now, it's not looking good for her. She is probably going to fall a good bit back in the standings. The 41 Tyra Resner right in front of Logan York. He needed a good finish today. Tyrell 38th in points entering this race, and he is about to go 2 laps down now. Matt Riddle is starting to make a little bit of ground up on Logan, but not much. Nearing the halfway point of this race, and I think we're going to make it to green flag pit stops. I'm not sure how long they have on fuel or tires. Looks like most of these cars are pretty well matched right now. Ryan Benjamin was able to get past Laura Lee Wiebe. Still does not have many cars between him and Logan York. Bruiser, Robert Pollard, they're battling with each other, trying to get past Robert for position. He will. Alvin Jones now getting past Nancy Pryor. Here comes the 17, Callie Hancock as well, going to try to get past her. Alvin setting his sights on the 53 of Logan York. Side by side in front of the race leader, Austin Johnson, Tyrell Resner. They single file out yet again. The green flag pit stops coming up. How is that going to change this race? Logan still trying to catch the 41 of Tyra Resner. Alvin Jones right behind Logan. Alvin is starting to reel him in. He might be able to get past Logan York. Alvin went up high. He might lose some time. He is definitely gonna lose a lot of time to Logan York. Already nearing the halfway point. 14 laps now until the halfway point of this race. Again, we are not going to have the halfway caution like we normally do. We had a caution before the halfway point, so if that happens, we don't throw the caution. Alvin Jones way up the track. Callie Hancock now able to catch him, but not pass him. At least not yet. Ooh, side by side in front of the race leader yet again. Austin Johnson, Tyra Resner battling side by side. This could open the door for Logan to put Austin Johnson one lap down. Logan now on the outside. He is going to go way too wide in the turn. And now here comes the 37, Alvin Jones. Alvin trying to work the bottom line, trying to get past Logan. Callie Hancock is right there as well. They're still side by side in front of Logan York. And Logan going to try to get past Austin now on the inside. Battle for second starting to heat up again. Callie trying to get past Alvin. Logan York not able to really catch up to these drivers and pass them. It is helping Matt Riddle out a little bit. He has been able to gain ever so slightly. Alvin Jones way up the track. Here comes the 17, Callie Hancock again for second. I think she's going to have the preferred line. Yep, she does in the turn. So now Callie back to second place. They're still side by side. Alvin not giving up on the outside. But all of this battling now is going to allow Logan York to pull away. See, I will be right back. Hold on 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Thought I heard someone knocking on our door. False alarm. Nobody's here. So Logan has a little over a half a second lead over Callie Hancock. Has not been able to catch Austin Johnson. Very surprising. I thought he was going to start lapping cars left and right. Everybody hoping for a caution. But everyone's still just about in their same position. You see Bean Weeby getting past Alejandro Rodriguez. There's some battling happening here. Alex Alves, April Pryor, Steve Pollard, Brendan Hancock. Steve is one lap down. That 77 car is. But Brendan Hancock cannot get past that 77. He is trying everything he can. And that is stacking up some of these cars back here behind them. Alex Alves, April Pryor, Pablo West. Look at Bean Weeby up to 27th place. And now he is going to try. I thought he was going to get past the 10. Not going to try it yet. Maybe in this next turn he will. We did pass the halfway point also, by the way. So Martinsville is kind of a really calm race right now. I would say probably the calmest cup race we've had this season. Look at this 3 wide up here. Bean Weeby on the outside. Zach Cronin and Alejandro Rodriguez. They made some contact. Oh man, oh man. Here comes Skylar Roach into the mix. They're starting to race a little more aggressively now. I would say there's probably no need to really push the envelope. I mean, if you're hoping for a caution and you do get it, I think these drivers are going to be fine. They're pretty far ahead of their leader. Leader has not really been able to pass anybody. Alejandro Rodriguez is going to fall back now. Ryan Benjamin underneath of him. Up here, Damian Singletary trying to get past April Pryor. There's Pablo West, the number 10. Robert Pollard, John Book battling with each other. Jeremiah Dwayne, Evan McCollum are battling as well. Back underneath Callie Hancock is that 37 Alva Jones. Never mind, she got a great run off the turn. Logan gets past Tyrell. He's going to put him 2 laps down. Now he's going to try to get past the 1 of Laura Lee Weeby. He has the bottom preferred line. Here comes the 17 Callie Hancock. And now Laura Lee is going to drop down to 1 lap down. Unfortunate for her. She's trying to fight back on the outside. Involved in that first caution. So Logan still can't quite clear her. That's going to allow Callie Hancock now to get underneath of her and possibly clear the 1 of Laura Lee. Now Laura Lee, she drops right down in front of Callie Hancock. Now Callie has to do everything she can to get past Laura Lee. Alvin Jones, he is getting passed by Nancy Pryor. Nancy trying to get past Alvin. Nope, Alvin able to scoot ahead just barely. And this race is going by very quickly. 112 out of 200 laps completed already. Not even an hour into this race yet. Tavis Hake in there. These drivers are up near the front of the field. Logan York has so many drivers in front of him, trying to put them a lap down if he can. If we can get to green flag pit stops, this could be a very crucial point of the race, especially if we get a caution underneath pit stops. If I were them, I would try to hold my fuel as long as I possibly could, hold onto the tires as long as well. Single file in front of the race leader. I have a feeling we are going to have a pretty wild race near the end of this thing. Right now, it's just kind of follow the leader, follow the car in front of you. Look at Laura Lee. She got way, way too high up in the turn. Callie is going to go underneath her and try to get a position. We'll try to get the spot away from her. Doesn't happen yet. Callie's still stuck behind Laura Lee. Can't quite get past her. Logan York, though, going to try to get past Austin Johnson. And he can't get past him yet either. Callie back underneath Laura Lee. Right in front of the race leader is Ryan Benjamin. Ryan came into this race second in the points, 56 points back. Today it is not looking good for him. Callie able to get past Laura Lee. Alvin Jones now trying to get past Laura Lee. Logan going to try to get past Austin Johnson. Callie is about a second behind the race leader. Logan side by side with Austin Johnson. That's going to allow Callie and Alvin to slowly gain a little bit. Alvin has led every lap so far, or not, Logan, I'm sorry. Logan has led every lap so far, 122 laps today. He definitely gets the 5 bonus points and the 5 extra bonus points for leading the most laps. Not too much happening here. 76 laps to go. This time by 75 to go. I think we're closing into pit stops happening here in the next few laps. I think. I don't really know what the fuel window is. As soon as we see a car or two out on pit road, then you know that's when pit stops are about to happen, and it's going to get crazy. And we've seen some pit strategy this season. Cars stay out or cars take 2 tires. And sometimes that can really help you. Sometimes it can really hurt you. Logan stalking his prey. That is the 8 of Ron Jackson and the 48 of Ryan Benjamin. Ron Jackson 25th in points. He was hoping to have a good run today, and I don't think that's going to happen. He is about to go 1 lap down. Right here, Damian Singletary and Brendan Hancock battling side by side. Logan, Callie, Alvin still the top three. Matt Riddle almost 10 seconds back in fourth place. We've had one caution. That was about 130 laps ago. And you see the 4200 blade on pit road. So now we are beginning green flag pit stops. Bean Weeby is going to come down pit road. None of the leaders come down yet. See, that's the 14 Cody Rhodes on pit road. So this could be interesting. Will we get a caution while we're doing green flag pit stops? Look at this battle for second. Alvin Jones is going to try to take the position away from Callie. While they're battling, this is not good for them. Logan is going to start passing more cars, and depending on which one of these three has the fastest pit stop, it could really change the race. One of these drivers could be the leader. You see Callie falling back even further now. Nancy probably trying to get past her, but Nancy is 2 laps down. Logan York about a half a second lead over Alvin Jones and a little over a second lead from Callie Hancock to Logan. Logan, I thought he was going to be a little bit better here in lap traffic, but it doesn't really look like any of these drivers are. Benjamin Wallace on pit road, Yale Carrillo. April Pryor, you see her exiting pit road. Alvin Jones trying to get past Austin. He will get past. Alvin Jones now has a clear racetrack. Then Logan York coming on pit road. So first lead change of the race. It's going to be Alvin Jones that leads this race because of pit stops. So we're going to have to see where Logan comes off pit road at. If he will be the leader, or will he have an issue on pit road? So Alvin now the race leader. Oh, Alvin's coming down pit road. Same with Ron Jackson and many others. Callie Hancock now going to lead this race. Callie staying out. And these drivers can all make it on fuel and tires. And now Callie looks like she's going to come down pit road. So she will make her way on the pit road. Trying to see who the race leader is right now. It's still Callie Hancock. Matt Riddle off pit road. He came down pit road, I believe, a lap before any of these other drivers. So who is going to be the race leader? See Callie on the track. Looks like it might be Alvin Jones out front. But Logan York has his hands completely full. And here comes Callie Hancock. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of lap cars exiting pit road. Ryan Benjamin right in front of Zach Cronin and Logan York. 51 of Jeremiah Dwayne is the race leader right now. Or I'm sorry, that's I believe Robert Pollard? No, Lindsay Hancock. Oh my gosh, what am I saying? But she did not come down pit road yet, so there we go. Lead has now changed. Alvin Jones is the race leader. A lot of drivers now put one lap down. Logan York, Callie Hancock over a second behind. Couple cars on pit road. Still Tavis Haken, and I think that's Jeremiah Dwayne. Alvin Jones, he has navigated his way through that whole mess. Let's see if these drivers can do it. Tavis Aikens still on pit road. Something going on with that car. He is now 3 laps down. Alvin Jones is going to start pulling away. Callie Hancock 3rd. 4th is that 31 of Lindsey Hancock. So Lindsey made a great pit stop. She is in 4th place. I think she came down pit road. I'm pretty sure. And if she did, she has a top 5 position right now. So that is really cool to see her up here. She is pretty far back in the points. Callie has her hands full with lap cars, trying to hold them off. Callie now 3 seconds behind. Logan York 2.5 seconds behind. And Alvin Jones, the race leader, he won at Michigan. Will he be a repeat winner this season? Ryan Benjamin, the 48, he went a lap down. After pit stops, there's only 23 cars on the lead lap. 38 of Axel Zero, the 3 Tim Hoffman, the 48 Ryan Benjamin, the 4 Zach Cronin, the 52 Robert Pollard, the 88 Muhammad Abdullah, the 11 of Alejandro Rodriguez, and a whole lot of others are a lap or more down. You see Alvin right there. He is flying. He is catching these lap cars pretty quick. Alex Alves way up the track. 51 laps to go. We've only had 1 caution. Alvin Jones continuing to lead this race. Logan York dominated the beginning part of this race, leading over half the laps. Switches the lead off to Alvin Jones after a subpar pit performance from the 53 camp. See Lindsey Hancock in 4th, Matt Riddle 5th. Matt trying to catch Lindsey, trying to get past her. Oh, I keep hitting that button. There we go. Alvin Jones a little over 3 seconds ahead. Will we have a late race caution? You see Tavis Aikens still on pit road. He is 12 laps down. So unfortunately his day is, I guess, done. Sarah Rocha and Bruce Zero battling with each other. Go back and let's start talking about some of the drivers. Alvin Jones won at Michigan. He is looking for his 2nd win this season. Would love to get it here at Martinsville. 53 of Logan York, 2nd place. Got the pole, led the first opening 120 some odd laps. Running in 2nd place, having a great finish, or great run. This could be his best finish of the season. Right behind Logan is the 17 of Callie Hancock. Having a really good run today. And 4th place at 31, Lindsey Hancock. Not having a bad run today either. She was into the wall earlier. Has a little bit of damage, but 4th place, can't complain about that. 5th place, the 13 of Matt Riddle. In 13th place, the 42 of Hunter Blade. Or, 6th place. 7th place, the 20 of Yale Carrillo. 8th place is the 24, Stephen Pollard III. 9th, the 54, Evan McCollum. And 10th is the 19 of Dylan Eberheimen. Sam Dawson trying to get past Benjamin Wallace. Looks like he will. These 2 drivers, the 21 Sahara Roach, the 18 Bean Weeby. They've had their issues in recent weeks. They raced pretty well during the Coke 600. So far, so good for these drivers. Not really pushing the issue on each other. They are moving through the field, though. Bean Weeby 15th place, Sahara Roach 16th. And there they are. They're going to pass the 14 of Cody Rhodes. Well, Sahara might get passed by the 12th of April Pryor instead. Still green flag in this race. 40 laps left. Alvin Jones looking for his second win this season. We haven't had a mechanical failure or anything happen today, other than that one caution. Look up here, they're racing pretty well together. Jeremiah Dwayne and Logan Gentry, Steve Pollard. We can only hope that we will have some kind of mechanical failure so we can throw a caution flag and reset all the cars. Alvin Jones says luck has kind of stopped. He has not been able to pass any more cars to put them a lap down. I don't think he really has to push the issue. He has a 3.5 second lead over Logan York. '53 and a 17 still running fairly close with each other. Lindsay Hancock in fourth. She is catching the 53 and the 17. And even Alvin Jones. She was a little faster than all three of those drivers. Right behind her, the 13 of Matt Riddle. He fell back to fifth after pit stops, trying to get up to Lindsay so he can take fourth place back away. Laps winding down very quick. The truck race, I believe, had just gotten over yesterday around this point, and we are almost done with a race that's even longer than that one. Martinsville pretty tame this season. We didn't have too many cautions last season at this track. We had a couple, but today it has been caution-free after that lap number 2 incident. Ooh, 3 wide up here. Logan Gentry, Jeremiah Dwayne, Cody Rhodes yet again. And the leader is not too far back here. He does not want to see any 3 wide racing. He is pretty content with his lead. I mean, the 37 of Alvin Jones is the race leader. And look how many cars are between him and Logan York. It's those 4 cars there. The blue and black 38 of Axel Zero all the way back to Tyrell Resner. And then there's the 53 and the 17. Alvin Jones getting past Alex Alves now. And the way I look at it is, if we get a caution, we're going to have a restart. Alvin Jones is in a really bad situation. If this thing stays green, I think he has it wrapped up as long as he does not get caught up in any type of situation. Look at this. Speaking of a situation, the 00 Alex Alves trying to get past Alvin Jones, and he is going to get underneath of him, and I think he's going to pass him. That is going to lose so much momentum from that 37 team. If he gets stuck on the outside and gets freight trained, he will go all the way to the back, and then the leaders will be able to either get past him or right on his back bumper. And look at this. He almost had Axel Zero cleared. He does not have him cleared now. Axel Zero underneath Alvin Jones. Alvin going to get past again. There's the 3 of Tim Hoffman, the 48 Ryan Benjamin. Can they get their laps back? Tim Hoffman going to try to get past Alvin Jones. This is the same thing that happened in the truck race yesterday that lost the, who was that won? Or almost won? Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank now. Oh, Tim Zimmer. Tim Zimmer was able to get past for the lead and win the race. Alvin Jones falling all the way back. The 00 Alex Salves passed him, and then the 38 of Axel Zero passed him. The 3 of Tim Hoffman, the 48 Ryan Benjamin, and the 41 of Tyrell Resner passed him. And look who is behind him now. It's the 53 Logan York and the 17 Callie Hancock. And they have gained all of that ground back. If I were Alvin Jones, I would duck down low and get in line. He finally does. Finally able to. But now his lead is back underneath of 1 second. It was 3.5 seconds a few laps ago. Now it's down to 1 second. Alvin Jones not too happy with that 00 car. And now he has all of that to do again. He has to pass all these drivers yet again. Still green flag. 178 out of 200 laps. Logan York trying to catch Alvin Jones. Alvin Jones has got to be very careful how he approaches these lap cars. Like we said we saw yesterday in the truck race, a lap car in the last lap changed who was going to win the race. That might be the case today, too. So 20 laps to go for Alvin Jones. Can he hold off the 53 or the 17? Tavis Aiken has been on pit road for 40 laps. And that just is not good for that team. They are really far back in points. Outside of the top 40. So, not good for that team. They're going to fall back even more. Alvin Jones trying to pull away from the 53 and the 17. So laps winding down here at Martinsville. Does not look like we're going to get another caution. They're pretty much all spaced out, single file. Jeremiah Dwayne trying to get past Singletary right there. Brendan Hancock right behind them. Further back, Alvin Jones, the race leader. Logan York, Lindsey Hancock. Now they're falling back a little bit. They're losing some ground. Look at the one driver that is starting to catch these drivers. The 31 of Lindsey Hancock. 3.5 seconds back. She might be able to catch Callie and Logan. I don't think she'll have enough time to get past Alvin. Heavy lap traffic in front of Alvin Jones. If he tries to pass the lap car and he gets stuck on the outside, he is going to lose the lead. Double file racing in front of him. Oh, and he goes way up the track. Axel Zero, Tim Hoffman, Cody Rhodes, Pablo West, and multiple others racing very hard. Look at this, Ryan Benjamin stuck on the outside. He is going to go another lap, or a lap down. 38 of Axel Zero almost got turned by Ryan. Here comes the 37 of Alvin Jones underneath of Ryan Benjamin. He's going to put him a lap down. Here comes the 53, Logan York. He just pulled up a lot on Alvin Jones. Can he work his way past that 37? He's got to get past the 48 now. The 48 shut the door on Logan York. Ryan Benjamin up top. He is going to let Logan go. Callie Hancock right behind Logan. 10 to go. This time by 9 laps to go. We're getting to the very end of this race. One caution. That is a new low, I think, this season. We've had so many crashes and huge wrecks, and I think it's kind of refreshing that some of these drivers are not crashing this week. Callie Hancock stuck behind Ryan Benjamin, not able to get past him yet. I don't think she'll have enough time, actually. Actually, now Callie on the outside. Zach Cronin going to try to pass her on the inside. And that 31 is coming. If Zach can get Callie to the outside, that could put the 31 of Lindsay into the top 3. Logan York still cannot catch the 37 of Alvin Jones. 7 laps to go. Still battling pretty hard back here. Oh, Jeremiah Dwayne hit Alex Alves. Almost spun him out. But Alex was able to save that car. Somehow. Five more laps to go. Alvin Jones up top. Here comes the 53, Logan York. Alvin got a horrible entry into that turn. Logan is here. He is underneath of Alvin Jones. Here comes the 17 of Callie Hancock now. She might be able to continue the momentum and get past Alvin as well. Alvin Jones, rookie mistake. And he is going to lose the lead and possibly second. Logan York back to the front, the pole sitter of this race. Alvin Jones trying to hold on to second. I think he is going to hold on to it, actually. Logan York stalked that 37 for so many laps, and he waited for the right time. He finally found it. Logan York back to the front here at the end of this race. They're coming to 2 laps to go. Alvin Jones not done with Logan York yet. It is like the intensity just picked up. It's like they know that this race is about to end, I guess. So, Logan out front. Callie Hancock again trying to work on Alvin Jones. Alvin fell back a little bit in those 2 turns. But a late race pass in the truck race and a late race pass again today. White flag in the air for the 53 Logan York. Tim Hoffman, one of the lap cars, way up the track. Logan York's season has been filled with crashes and mechanical failures in both the Cup and the Truck Series. Battle for second back here. But Logan York out of turn 4. He will win at Martinsville. And I think the 37, Alvin Jones did finish second. Third, Callie Hancock. So Logan York, first career win this season. Has to feel good to get a win finally. And he got the pole here at Martinsville. He is going to be in the Allstar race next season, so he doesn't have to fight his way in. See that 31 of Lindsay Hancock. Only 2.5 seconds away from the leaders. Hunter Blade, he finished in 5th. He passed Matt Riddle. Wow. Interesting race, that's for sure. A very short race. 200 laps in an hour is crazy. only one, actually nobody was out of the race. I mean, you could say, I guess, Tavasaken was. Yeah, that was a crazy turn of events. We did not see the 53 getting past Alvin, but he did. Shout out to the 18 of Bean Weeby. His luck might be turning around this season. Finished 12th. He had a decent finish last week at Charlotte as well. Unfortunate for Ryan Benjamin, 28th place. He was second in points coming into this race. I think he'll be further back. Third in points. Hunter Blade finished 5th. And let's see, Sam Oskin, who was in 4th place in points at the beginning. I don't know where. There he is, 16th. And then Pablo West, the number 10, and 22nd. He was 5th entering this race. Callie Hancock, a 3rd place finish. Can't complain about that. So, very interesting race. One caution that came on lap 2, and then the rest of the race was green. So let's go ahead and check out the points after race number, 9? Yeah, after race number 9. Hold on one sec, we'll be right back. So the points after race number 9. Matt Riddle still holding on to the points lead. Hunter Blade moves into 2nd, 73 points back. And 3rd, Callie Hancock, 104 points back. She gained 3 positions. Ryan Benjamin fell back 2 positions. See Sam Oskin, he fell back as well. He is in 5th. Pablo West fell back. He is in 6th. Alvin Jones, he is up 5 positions in 8th place. And look at Logan York. He is up to 9th place. He gained 7 positions from that race. Let's see some of the other drivers here. Nancy Pryor, 13th. She fell back 4 positions. Up 8 positions. 8 positions. Oh my gosh. Is the 54 Evan McCollum. He is in 16th place. Brendan Hancock, he fell back to 15th. Skylar Rocha fell down to 14th. Sahara, she stayed up in 10th. She didn't finish too terribly bad. Back here, a few more drivers gained and lost a good bit. You see the one of Laura Lee Weeby. She lost 7 positions. She was involved in the first and only caution, and then she stayed in the back for the rest of the race. Dylan Eberheimen and Stephen Ballard III, they both gained 5 positions in the points. Ron Jackson, he fell back 5 positions. The 31, Lindsay Hancock, she gained 6 positions. She was last entering this race in points. Bean Weeby gained 4 positions. He's in 35th. So 11 races to go. I would not count anybody out yet. Tavasaken, unfortunately, on pit road, they could not get the car back out, and he ended up losing 4 positions. A very interesting turn of events late in that race. But you see the points. You see how they all stand up going into Talladega. We only have one repeat winner. That's Matt Riddle. He is the points leader. And then you see Benjamin Wallace, Alvin Jones, Logan York, 7th, 8th, and 9th in points. I think next week at Dega, we're going to see a lot of DNFs. I've been testing with that track, making sure that we don't have as many mechanical failures as we had at Daytona, and it looks pretty promising that we won't. So that should be a great race. A rare, almost caution-free race today. Haven't seen that at all this season. We have seen so much carnage and destruction. It was kind of weird to see a race go green flag almost the entire way from green to finish. But it does happen every once in a while. Well, that was race number 9. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys come back next week. The ARCA cars are going to Martinsville, and then we've got the trucks and the Cup Series going to Talladega. That is going to be a fun, wild week of racing. Until then, we will see you guys later. Have a great night, and we'll see you next week at Dega.